So we have what?
I'm going to be playing Theron.
Hey, wait, I need minis.
We need minis. Does everyone have minis?
I had a bag of minis.
Oh.
You're going with it.
Well,
is that the only map we have?
This was the wizard one.
So we're going to draw on this one for the first encounter.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Then that's for the third encounter. So we got to raise and draw for the second.
I like that.
I don't have a Goliath.
It's fine.
There. Who's there?
You should have gone to the
There.
shop and picked up.
Check, I forgot our minis.
There.
Yeah.
The vegan food wasn't enough, Scott.
Hey, do you guys have extra minis?
No.
Did you have that, you
Yeah.
Scotty, do you have a
Are
mini?
you gonna get it later?
Perhaps.
You got all three.
No, I got the weekly, so it should be fine.
What?
Weekly.
I have a four-sided die.
There we go.
What did I do with them?
Now you got some coins. You can use coins.
Coins.
I don't think it could be more ghetto with coins.
Brian, did you need a set?
No, I picked mine up. I smuggled stuff in via.
I'm gonna use my movie ticket.
Nice.
Oh, wait, here I got minis. Check his minis.
Oh, you do?
Oh, sweet.
I'm playing a priest.
Hey,
I
Jack,
should
we
play
pull
nice
a dwarf
clear
out of there?
dice.
But I didn't bring the dragon guys.
Or anything remotely? Oh, there we go.
Dwarf fight. What's your role? Oh, you're a fighter. Those mountain like you. Nobody else is really dwarf fight.
Where,
David?
Where are the bunnies?
I'm using your.
Where are the bunnies?
Here.
We don't need them.
Bunnies are just done.
Yeah. We don't need them.
Wait a second. We're encountering bunnies.
Maybe.
Are you got a mini, Jack?
Depends on our...
Radagast.
No. Yes.
You got
maybe.
one?
Rabbit's dynamite.
Okay, you're all in a monastery.
It's too perilous.
You have been in a monastery for many years studying under the monasteriatic.
Are the sisters asking for spanking?
Is it perilous there?
It's not perilous.
You okay there, Scott?
But you all have been training in your various disciplines for many years in this monastery, going out on adventures. You know, training under the Monsignor. The
Monsignor.
Monsignor.
How's the Monsignor?
Monsignor. You have been training under the Monsignor for many years. And recently, it's a very secluded place, right? And absolutely. Whenever you have to go out on adventures in service of the Monsignor,
What do you got in there, Jack?
usually generates a warp tunnel.
Oh, money.
Transports you to the various areas where you need to actually do your work. And recently, in the monastery, there's been lots and lots of talk, very muffled and hushed talk amongst the leaders of the monastery.
Hush tones are never good.
Never.
Now, recently, you all have
The
been.
Boss Tones, though, fantastic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
One of the best bands.
You have all been trained many years. However, there are many other monks and other
Above us?
above you. Yeah, you're kind of a low standing within this.
We're lowly, but we're still gonna save the world.
Perhaps.
Well, and I'm kind of a big deal.
You do
Oh, are you a big deal?
I am a little bit of a big deal.
kind of do the grunt work.
Okay. Someone pull the
Someone's got to pull the trigger. Someone's got to do the work here. But you're hearing a lot of humbled and mushed, and a lot of things going on around the ring, and dragons, and various different things along
It's
those
just like college
lines.
student, they couldn't decide on a major.
Until one day, the Monsignor calls you into his office.
Step into my chambers, young
Step
lad.
into my chambers, young.
I'm not going in alone.
And he says, he calls you each by name, and calls you each by name. He says, "Call me here." Mardred, you've been very loyal and been very hard worker, and you've proven yourself time and time again of service to the Monsignor myself.
Yes.
And
Karen.
With my powerful rod.
with your powerful rod, now I ask a very dangerous, perhaps the most dangerous job for you to ever do that I have ever asked.
Yes.
However, the Great Spirit has called upon me and given me insight that you are the correct person for this.
I'm ready.
Are you
we
ready
there?
for
Are
this?
we
Oh,
there?
you're all in there. but the Monsignor is
He was
going.
about to get raped.
Yeah, I'm giving him a quizzical look, like how
And
could
he-
he possibly be asking him to do this?
And he unbuttons his top. Button on his robe, and goes to the next person here and says, "Perrin,
Yeah.
Perrin, you have been very good, and you have assassinated many people in of the Great Spirit, and those who have traveled on beyond the sea, and you have done all that you have asked, and you have done it exceptionally well. However, I've been called from beyond the sea for the ones that have gone before us to call you upon this, and it's very dangerous. You may not survive. Are you ready for such a task?
Not really.
You are excused if you do not wish to do. You can leave the room at this point, if need be. Would you like to leave, or are you going to be called?
Captured run the monsters.
And he goes to the next one, the Goliath, the tremendous man, and says, Vigthor. You've been proven very valuable to the abbey and the monastery, and this is going to be a very dangerous job. You may not survive.
Yeah.
Are you willing to lay it all
I'm
down?
right behind Big Thor, man.
It means battle Thor. We looked it up online.
Are you ready for the task at hand?
Been ready.
Button's the next button, so his chest is now showing.
And the burlesque music comes on.
And the burlesque music comes on. He then goes to Ver.
Yes.
Bronze axe. Your axe has been sturdy and true
Of course it has.
to the monastery, the abbey, and myself, the Monsignor.
The answer is yes.
You are ready to lay down your life, perhaps, in service.
I will not need to lay it
There
down,
are rumors of
for
dragons.
I do not die.
There are rumors of dragons and hobbits. Dangerous hobbits.
Dangerous hobbits.
Tricksy Hobbit.
Oh.
Okay, if that, I'm gonna have to giggle and say, just please, send me, so I can actually meet a dangerous hobbit.
This world is not quite the world of the Middle Earth that you remember. This is a harsher, crueler Middle Earth.
The Monsignor.
Where dragons
Hey,
have.
what age are we talking about here?
Yes, we are talking about an age here. You are correct.
Third, fourth age.
Third, fourth, fifth, third age.
3.5?
It's 3.5 age?
3.5 third age.
Got it.
1.23.
Next
5.66
Better not be
age.
the first age.
And he then goes to you, Theron. Theron. The mighty priest, dwarf. Are you ready to lay down your life?
Aye, the strength of the mountain flows through me, which you'd be remembering if you unbutton another button.
I love the strength of the mountain rumbling through myself as well. He unbuttons the third one, and underneath his there is an amulet, and this amulet starts to glow. And he starts chanting magic words. And he asks you all to
I
part.
cover my eyes.
And he asks you all to part.
I raised my rod.
No, that's what he wants you to do. Stop.
Stop playing with your rod.
And he holds it's a ruby and sapphire amulet around it. Ruby within sapphire stones. And he holds it above his head. And he's holding it here, and he starts chanting, and you start seeing a swirling going through the amulet. And you've been through similar type things before, but something doesn't seem to be working right here this time. He's chanting and doing everything exactly the same as before, but something is happening. It seems like another spell seems to be being cast and being chanted from behind. And instead of the normal purple, red, and blue that you usually see, you see a black and red hue around the outside.
Something has gone awry.
And you see the portal, the warp that usually comes kind of undulating in ways that you've never seen before. He finishes the spell, and you all get warped up into this and into the
I want to perception roll him right as this happens.
Yep.
the Monsignor?
Yeah.
Who are you rolling on
I
now?
want to look directly at his face to make sure it's him.
His eyes are rolled back and white as
I
he's
want to make
casting
sure it's
this.
him.
That's a 2. That's
Yes.
a solid 2 right there.
Oh man.
You toot it. Now what are you doing? What are you doing here?
I'm looking directly at him for any blemish or any illusion that it may not be him. I toot it, I gave it my all, and I got a 6 total.
You sixed it.
I got a 28 though.
What are
You
you
got-
doing? I mean, what are you
Same
calling? Like insight or what?
Perception, man.
Perception.
I want to see if that's really him.
Yes, it is really him. However, you do see him calling upon, the magical spirits and gods you know, because casting this vorpal. His eyes are turned back just like Storm. You know, it's the blue and the purple, but you see this, you know, the portal that is being cast that in the past has been purple, red, and white, or red and blue, but there's along the outside it's the black and red that you see kind of being.
Yeah, religion that thing. I'm gonna religion that thing, man.
This is before you all get sucked into it, of course, right?
I'm not getting sucked in. I'm jumping in.
18.
What
Knowledge religion. I want to see if I can identify what's going on here.
What's going on? You see him casting a spell.
Well, yes.
He
I'm trying to
wants a
figure out
little
what's going
religion check.
wrong
Was
with
it a religion check?
Yes.
What was it?
18.
18? Well, you definitely see him casting a spell, but you see some other force. Perhaps Sauron, perhaps a dragon that is interfering with this spell.
Sauron riding a dragon?
So it's being interfered with. He's not casting it wrong on purpose.
Correct.
Okay, that's
Wait,
Nice.
no, I tell you
Nice.
this. Do you tell him?
There's a good dragons right there.
And just as he does it, he completes the spell. Wait, you wanted to do something else?
No, I'm good. I'm in. I'm right behind the Goliath.
And you all get whipped into
I
this.
jumped in right away. Right when I
jumped
saw
on
it was
in.
going bad, I jumped in.
And you feel the vortex as you get sucked
Anything's got to
in.
be better than this? Is that what
And you feel, and usually when you're doing it, it feels like you're flying through the space-time continuum, getting whipped. Well, you don't know it's space-time at this point. You just say the space from the remote abbey, you know. And then you feel this, but you know you feel it like stretching and contracting in ways that it has never stretched and contracted and grown before.
It's stretching and contracting now. Got it.
And eventually, you know, as you're going and you see the black head and you see the white, and you're looking down and boom, you land. You are this huge,
like a boss.
Like a boss. You are.
I'm a dwarf, dude. Boom.
Everyone make an acrobatics check.
Really?
+1, guys. +1.
Acrobat? What about
Wait.
athletics?
My dwarf is more acrobatic than you. Something's wrong with it.
No, I'm giving you a +1. Everyone gets a +1.
20.
If you're winning.
20.
I land like a boss.
20.
Okay, I got a 20.
21.
I got a 4, but I got 15 plus 1, 20.
20, what did you get?
I only got
19.
10.
21.
You 10'd it?
I only got 21.
Dave, roll a d6.
D6?
2d6.
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 Man.
That's a 5.
You take 5 points of damage.
Oh,
Right off
not
the
off to a good start, man.
The rest of you are prone and stunned, but we're not in melee.
Landed like a boss.
No, you're prone and stunned. You didn't take any damage though.
Okay. I like landing prone.
That's what the monuments in the air says.
Oh.
20
You
foot
emerge
fall.
from this portal in a crater that just
shaped like a crater.
that's shaped like a crater, and there's white dust. You know, there's nothing but barren hills around you. Where there's not a fire crater, which you're in right now, there's burned grass, and where there's not burned grass, there's sand, and it looks
I'm
looks
looking
very
for
much.
big footprints.
Footprints.
Let me finish.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
What you see you're in is a big footprint. Go
And around you, you see burned trees and, you know, things where the fire had burned out and the wind had kind of whisked some of it away. And you see smokestacks all around coming out of these hills. That used to be, you know, and you could tell they used to be lush land here. But now there's hills and there's round doors and round windows and smokestacks that are coming up. And then some smoke is coming out of some of these
We are
smokestacks.
in, oh my gosh,
Soot,
a burned down
ash.
Shire.
And soil from the blast crater cover the hills. And all the trees are burnt. Most of them burned to the ground. And just a desolate, burnt wasteland like you see after you see the fires.
Let's go knock on a door.
Look for tracks, man.
Find one that's got
Wait,
Big tracks?
Check your tracks.
Let's stand up.
Stand up.
Get up, stand up.
we
What do you
stand
want
up.
to do?
That's a minor action.
action to stand
Yeah,
up.
it doesn't
No, it's a minor.
Who has the best perception?
No, nature, man.
No, I want someone
Perception?
looking in the sky.
I
I want someone checking the
I'm
sky.
going to check the sky.
You have nature?
I'm a 10
Roll nature
perception.
I don't
check.
have nature.
20.
In the sky?
Yes.
A 20 on what? On nature?
Perception.
He's
Perception?
checking the sky.
For dragons.
You see nothing in the sky. Smoke and ash and soot is still in the air.
Does he see a wheel in the
But
sky?
Keeps on turning, man.
No, I'm a dwarf. I see the hail taking in the sky.
Now that being said, you see the soot, and it seems like there's been so much ash and soot that it has been a few months of this ash and soot shit just floating up in the sky.
Just so you guys know, if anything's in the sky, I can go 10 squares straight up. The fall's not going to be so much fun, but 10 squares straight up.
I like it.
Doesn't we just grab them, flip them around, and use them as a cushion?
One thing, do I need to follow the end of my turn, or does that happen during?
No, yeah, that's up, down.
So we're going to a door, the closest
How many
door.
squares can you follow that?
But wait, you have nature, right?
Nature.
0?
Boom.
Roll. Check for you.
Well
You
done, well
won
done.
it.
He's getting us out of there.
So what is it? What is it? What did you roll?
That's a modified 11.
There you go.
Alright, I got a...
You look around and you see a lot of burnt stuff.
34.
You got
34.
34 nature for tracks.
You see tracks that kind of circled around in this area a little bit. They're bunny rabbits.
Okay.
You see bunny rabbit tracks. Just kind of, but you know, a little bit bigger than bunny rabbits. Like the tracks are about that big.
The whole hand grenade?
And you see, like, it was a team of bunny rabbits, and you see it kind of circle around a
I'm
little
actually
bit,
tossing it right now.
and then you see it kind of go off over a hill a little bit.
So, bunny rabbit tracks.
I vote we follow the tracks.
No, I vote we
Go to
kick
the door.
down the door.
Kick down the door.
Let's knock on the door. If there's
Well, we're gonna go knock on a door with my axe. But I'll do it on the flat side.
There's actually a door very close to you. Now, the bunny tracks go off this way,
Well,
but the door is like right in front of you.
Yeah, we'll go to the door.
And but there is a door on the outside of the
That's okay.
actual
The
crate.
close one's fine.
Closest
Okay,
one.
perfect. And there actually is smoke going out of it.
Okay. Well, we knock.
Who is it?
Housekeeping.
High-pitched voice.
Really?
Definitely not human. Not dwarven.
scared.
Terrified.
I'm just going to say I'm there. We've just come here and we noticed this land is not what it used to be. Please open the door so we may talk and find out what happened here.
No, they're not.
There was a guy not too long ago knocking on the door too. He wasn't that mean. At least he wasn't one of those bad people that were here before. How do I know that you're good? Terrified, trembling.
I say because if I was bad, I would just break down the door. We are just wanting to talk to you.
Does anyone else want to say anything here?
No, he's got it.
What are you? What's your race?
Dwarf.
You're a dwarf?
Yes.
Wait, assassin, bluff our way in here, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can trust you
We
guys.
don't want bluff. We actually want diplomacy.
Oh, I have diplomacy too.
You do?
Oh,
Yeah.
go,
got?
Jack.
18.
You're rolling like your father.
There you go.
You talk to her. It's a woman's voice. You can definitely tell. It's a woman, halfling. Are you a halfling?
Yeah.
Perfect. There's a plus to that. And she's like, all right, I think I trust you. And she opens the round door, opens the door, and says, looks around. It's a short little hobbit. Looks around at each and every one of you and says, wow. The old man that was here before said someone might be coming by.
I want to know the height difference between the hobbit.
I'm just calculating that around. 3'8", 7'8". No, 7'6".
Come on in, she says.
Yeah.
You're gonna crawl in.
The old mythical man that was here before, that was asking strange
Does this
and weird
man have a
questions, said I should invite you into my house.
Was he dressed
and
in
treat you with
brown?
the best hospitality. She looks at you, grabs her cane, hits you on the nose, and says, I'm inviting you into my house, and what's with all these questions that you have?
Just get in there. Get in there, dwarf. Dwarf, get in there.
Okay, I go in. I go in.
I'm right behind you.
I was told by the wizard to invite you into my
I'm gonna
house.
stay outside, actually.
But I would like some cakes and pies. And some stew.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
some tea, please. I'll do your dishes.
Come on in. And she invites you down.
My shield to the top door, but whether or not I can barricade it.
And she says, we don't have time to eat a full meal here, but the man with the rabbits was here before,
Yes.
and the rabbits loved carrots.
Excellent.
And she said, I made some carrot pie for each and every one of you.
Fantastic.
And she has some carrot pie for each and every one of you.
Pie or cake? Oh.
Carrot cake.
GM ever.
Oh, yeah.
She made carrot cake.
It's a vegan carrot cake.
And she says, I don't believe in eating meat. And the reason this is, actually, she's like, I usually eat meat, But the wizard that was here before did not.
Oh!
And required that all of these be made with no meat or dairy whatsoever. He's going to kick us out.
Right?
No, just check which edition you're playing.
4th edition, man. The only edition that matters. Jack, you gotta wait. I'll wait with you.
Yeah, you have to wait. I'll wait with you.
I don't have to wait.
What time is it?
8:15 or something.
What time is it?
What time did I say?
Wait, should I take foot 7:45?
8:45, I thought.
While we're on time.
Wait, so then I have
8:45
to
is
wait
when
till
you-
9:45.
Yeah, you gotta wait. We can't eat that till 9:45.
9:45.
Gotta take the pill at 8:45, and then we'll eat it at 9:45.
Okay. What time is
sorry.
it now?
No, that's fine. It's great. Yeah, you don't have to wait.
Do you want to put it in here? You guys can eat.
Oh, Andy brought forks and napkins?
You're awesome. I was going to go dwarven on it, but you're awesome.
She invites you in and
Yes.
sits you down.
It's what to do with their face.
Does she have tea?
I found him putting a dead rabbit on top of
And she says the wizard that was here before would not allow me to put any sort of meat or dairy products in these, so I had to make it the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
Let's get a look at that, Scotty.
It's good.
Vegan carrot cake.
Little vegan carrot cake. Hold on.
Wait, I'm looking. I'm nonned in, man.
What is it?
Let's see what you got there, Chase.
Good stuff.
Oh, nice, man.
He's
Very
knocked
nice.
in.
Oh, LARPing, Jack. Get your picture. Can we get a picture with you? Get in there, Jack.
What?
This is his first PG-13 film ever. He's super excited.
I'm super excited.
Well, I can't find my camera. All right, stand next to her, Jack. Achieve your official Lord of the Rings pose. Is that the best Lord of the Rings pose you have?
Yeah.
Really, Jack?
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, you're getting your picture taken with every single LARPer that walks down the hallway, man.
So you're gonna post and you're gonna say, "Look, I'm encouraging my son to be around these
Somehow
people."
view it as a mockery.
When your first girlfriend comes over, dude.
It's weird, but I'm having my son try it to see if he likes it.
And as you're
No, he's making it less unique so that he's less likely to be involved in that later on.
So my best friends are LARPers.
some of my best friends are LARPers.
Your mom's a LARPer.
All right, I'm sorry, Brian.
Great, Brian's gonna get kicked out again.
Dude, I saw it. Well, here, I have this backpack full of stuff, and I walk in here, Scott's like, is this conspicuous?
No, wait. He walks in and there's like 4 managers.
4 managers, and I'm like,
And the
crap.
2 guys, and he's like this. And he's holding the ticket upside down, and he just walks past the guy. And the guy's like, wait. And he's like,
Some creepy guy in a hoodie bringing a backpack that's all square shaped. I don't know. Shaking as he gets
the best part was the ticket upside down. All right.
Who do we got?
How'd you guys get up here?
Snuck.
How are you?
Everyone, Bree, Josh.
Bree, Josh. Howdy.
Nice to meet you, Bree.
Pleasure.
She's the one who saved our spot.
Yeah, we met a long time ago.
Did you?
Oh, yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Iron
Yes.
GM, man.
Yes, it was a day to
This is
remember.
Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Brianna.
Bree's the one who saved
Josh,
our
hey,
what's up,
nice
man?
seeing you again.
You play it?
Everyone moved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
voted same.
You need a character, right?
alcoholics drink before I start playing.
You can go
I'm
grab a
gonna
drink.
go grab one real quick and then
Okay.
come back. So you're more than welcome to come. You're welcome to come. You're all more than welcome to come.
We're at 13.
I will get you
Mouse is out there,
horseshoes.
man.
Oh, mouse?
Yeah. All right. Out there. They were unfortunately drafted by the band.
A place to pick up hot chicks, rubies.
Absolutely, that's what it is.
Late night Tuesday.
Awesome.
Late night Thursday.
Club.
So we're in a burnt down shire, and this Hobbit invited us in, and it's
really
giving
good,
us
man.
vegan
Isn't it
carrot
bomb?
cake.
Vegan.
I see you
It should. The carrot cake should be vegan.
Oh,
Sometimes you have the eggs and dairy into it. Well, that's cream cheese dressing, too. That's not cream cheese.
No, we're actually just we're
So far,
LARPing right now. We're LARPing right now.
We are.
We actually have we're LARPing.
We haven't killed anything yet.
We're LARPing already. Get food and drinks and
everything is good.
good.
Thank you for getting us the spot.
Thank you so much. Woo! Yeah!
2 o'clock. I got here a little later than I had planned on it. I was going to be here at noon, but I got derailed by Christmas shopping.
Oh, it's
We understand.
It was raining. I thought you were going to be outside in the rain all day.
I was prepared. I had my umbrella and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't know it was going to be inside. And so I got here, they're like, hey, you need a ticket. I'm like, I thought it was outside. I don't have a ticket. So I had to buy a ticket and come in, but they were
You had the tickets.
Yeah.
You couldn't text them? It wasn't.
They're still selling tickets?
For like other midnight shows. They were like, just buy a ticket for one of the regular midnight shows. And yeah, they were still selling tickets.
Are they going to make us check our ticket when we go in there?
Yeah, this is part of the role playing experience. Yeah, the bartenders are over. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see how well you throw that out. Oh, 16. I'm gonna be awesome at throwing it out.
Take out the trash can.
Okay, I'll be back in.
Do you have a character for her?
No,
I've
no,
got
it's okay.
one
I just,
character for the two.
They can share. Oh, come on.
No, don't worry about it.
We have a character.
Yeah.
Here, no,
Do you have a fork?
We're not doing much.
We got a spare.
They're eating carrot cake. We're larping.
And we're letting Jack get his photo taken with every cosplayer that walks up.
Every D&D session.
Would you like half of this carrot cake?
No, thank
Are you
you. I
certain?
just ate dinner, so I'm good.
It's carrot cake though. It's dessert. It's not dinner.
I'm saving room for nachos and popcorn.
That's after
Nachos and
midnight.
popcorn combo? Same tub?
It's actually just
With
popcorn
cheese.
with nacho cheese on it.
I've done jalapeno popcorn before.
Worst thing ever.
We do popcorn and
Jujubes or something.
junior mints or like any kind of chocolate. Like M&M's or something.
All right, so she feeds us carrot cake.
And as you're eating,
I'd like to know more about this wizard.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to know more about this wizard who had rabbits, who told you that we were coming when we didn't ourselves know we were coming.
So I saw a
so she sits you down, and as she feeds you this, she's like, "Oh, the old wizard. His name was Radagast. Very absent-minded, very weird, kind of babbling and slurring his words a little bit. Came in and said, dude." He said, "Dude."
He said,
I don't know what a dude is, but he called me a dude, and he said,
and she's a
"Dude,
chick.
I'm looking for," and he was looking for the old elder Hobbit's house because he didn't know where it was, and he had the rabbits outside, and he asked for me to make this vegan cake so he can feed it to the rabbits because the rabbits like carrot cake. He's like, he doesn't know why, but he said he asked where the old Hobbit lived, and she said she gave her the directions and kind of pointed her off to the way that you saw the rabbit tracks leading, and she pointed down that way. And he said, "Dude, there's going to be some people following me. Hold them up as long as you can and feed them carrot cake. And don't let them follow me."
Hold him up.
And that's what she said.
I'm storming out.
I don't know why she said that to y'all, but she did.
I knock on his shield to be let out.
All right, let's go.
Yes.
Wait, see, this woman is a diversion?
Yes,
Let's take her with us.
but it was
No.
delicious.
We always can use hostages, man.
No.
You never know when you might need a hostage. What do you say?
No.
Bring the hostage?
Well, he's
the
an assassin.
And she's telling you this because you're the Hobbit. And she's like, "I don't know why she would do this because you guys seem like such
I'm
nice
grabbing him
amazing
by the
folk."
ear and we're going.
And this guy that came in here, he was always smoking this weird pipe that smelled weird. Not like the normal leaf bottoms that we're used to. It smelled quite odd.
All right.
Did he like to disrobe too?
Yes, did he unbutton a button every single
think
time
it's
he
toggle.
spoke? Oh, there you go.
Is voter legal in Washington?
No, but he smelled really bad.
We're going out and
And he
we're
smelled
tracking
kind of
this
like
rabbit.
Dave smells at times.
We're tracking the rabbits.
All right. We're out. We're tracking the rabbits.
Yeah, you have the nature.
I have the
Do you
nature.
have nature?
I'm 10. I'm 10 on nature.
Oh, whoops.
No, 15.
Oh, roll. Bree.
Oh, Bree's rolling it?
We're tracking the
Yeah.
Come on,
rabbit.
Bree.
You assisted. You have +2.
That was nice. Look at that.
What is that?
Roll.
Rich it up, man.
What were you using there?
Nature.
To the rabbits.
Yes.
We're tracking the rabbits. The wizard.
11.
Human?
Yes.
Human wizard.
He didn't say anything about human footprints.
No, the human wizard is tracking the rabbits.
If he was with the rabbits,
Yeah.
he didn't say anything about human footprints.
Oh, that's a good
He was looking
point.
For tracks.
Brian, we want to check these rabbit tracks closely. to see if there's human
We want to feel
footprints.
the pellets. We want to rub them. Yes.
There is some rabbit turd there. You are right. There are some rabbit turds.
Vegan
there.
rabbit turd?
Yes, they are vegan.
Processed carrot cake.
Completely. With a little bit of blood in them.
Is that super expensive sauce?
When you rub it together and say, oh, vegan. And it
But
tastes
no other footprints. Like, we're checking these tracks very closely, looking for human Radagast wizard prints.
You see sleigh. You see like a sleigh type thing on the
Slay
ground.
through the fire ash of the Hobbit village.
How much of this
Pulled
are you
by
making
rabbits.
up?
Oh yeah,
That is actually
sleigh.
yeah.
It's sleigh.
Alright, I want to kill
And you
them
wonder
already.
how it does it. Arcana check,
Yes,
anybody?
is not Santa Claus.
Con check?
Arcana, wizard.
Oh, Arcana, not me.
I got a 4.
So be careful. Do not drop the die on the tile. It bounces first.
Oh, yes.
18.
20 and 18. What did you get?
So
to
9
roll?
o'clock, like in an hour. You can save your character.
Magic sleigh. Oh yeah,
34,
it was a
34.
magic sleigh.
But she wants to know how. She rolled a
What time
34.
is it?
Magic.
Like Santa Claus magic sleigh, or like...
I'm just saying a magic sleigh that was being pulled on the ground. It wasn't
Yes,
flying.
exactly like magic. It's got the power of the elves behind it.
But we can see the tracks.
Oh yeah,
So it's still touching the
Not
ground.
flying.
it's not flying.
Magic
No,
sleigh.
no, no. The sleigh does it's the magic that just spreads through the ground.
Are there little air vents on the bottom?
Exactly.
Just- yeah.
It's like an upside down air hockey table.
Okay, I got it now. I understand.
I'm glad somebody here does because I don't.
How's that carrot cake, Brian?
Oh, it's so incredibly good.
Nom it in. Nom